So the first thing I'm going to say about blend shapes is that you're going to like them. Everybody likes blend shapes. Blend shapes are fun, blend shapes are easy, blend shapes make sense. Unlike everything else, blend shapes will make sense to you. The blend shape is this really cool device. I'm going to go to the Windows menu, and under Animation Editors, there is a thing called the Shape Editor, and I'm going to open that up. The shape editor replaces a really cumbersome system of blend shapes where what I needed to do was duplicate my model a billion times. Instead, the shape editor allows me to just create new shapes on this existing model. Here's the way it's going to work. I've got the model selected, and I'm going to click Create Blend Shape. The blend shape itself comes in, it's named Blend Shape 1. Let's right click on that and rename it, and let's call this Fish Face Expressions. This node is referred to as an envelope node, and what the envelope node does is it contains these things called targets. You'll also hear them referred to as morph targets. So let's add a target to my envelope. Here it is, it's called Fish Face 1, and it's got this red edit button that is highlighted, and what I'm going to do is really simple. I'm going to go to vertex mode. I'm going to take this vertex right here and this one B so that I can use a little bit of soft select, and let's just do a little brow raise. Maybe we'll do a little rotate in there too. Pull that up. And maybe a little bit more soft select up really high. So the blend shape has a slider. When the slider's at 0, the morph target is turned off. When it's at 1, the target is turned on. So this target that I've created right here, let's go in and rename that. Where is my rename? There it is. Let's call this a left brow raise. The thing that makes these so great is that I have this right-click menu over here. In the right-click menu, I can do crazy things like duplicate and then flip. So this one becomes my right brow raise. And so now I can have a left and a right, a right, a left, and that gives me a lot of control over what I want to do. I can duplicate this again, and this one, instead of flipping, I'm going to mirror. Why are we not? Oh, is it because you were turned off? Is that what's going on? Yeah, let's delete this one. Duplicate this one again now that it's turned on. And this one we are going to mirror. No? We're just having trouble today. That's fine. That's okay. I always think it's good for you to see me struggle. Let's do the original one. Sometimes we have to go all the way back to the original. Mirror will do both sides at once. So that'll do just like a straight one, and then I could raise the left one a little bit further. You'll notice that I'm really exaggerating these poses. You want to really exaggerate with blend shapes because, the joint will move as far as you want it to. The blend shape will only go to the extreme you've already pushed the pose. Let's just call this one brow raise. Good. So anything you do, you want to be extremely extreme so that people can really see everything that this pose can do. Your animator may not need to dial this all the way up to 11. Your animator may never go beyond this point, but it's really good for them to have all of the options. So when I'm going through and doing blend shapes, I'm going to do a brow raise, I'm going to do a brow lower. So let's add another target. let's rename this one, and we'll call it left brow lower. I'm going to take these same two vertices. You can see my edit button is on. Let's pull this down, again, a little bit further than you'd ever think you'd need. Maybe give it some rotation. You always want to consider the muscle groups that surround the piece of skin you're working with. So let's see, how does that look? That gets nice and squinty, that's good. So we'll give this one a couple of duplicates. One of them we will flip. So this will become my right brow lower. And then the next one we will mirror, and that will become my brow lower. You'll also see that the morph targets blend upon each other, so it's totally possible for you to have both brows lower and then go a little bit further with the left one, so you get an asymmetric facial motion, and that can be really handy too. So I'm going to go brow raise, brow lower. I will do a quick nostril flare. So let's do this. Rename, let's do LF nostril flare. And then I'll come in here. Again, just take a couple of these vertices. Maybe those two, just those two. Let's pinch the nostril out a little bit, move it, rotate it up, move it up, and just see if that looks like a nostril flare. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I won't bore you by doing all of the duplicates here. I just want to kind of quickly show you some of the expressions I'm going to be making with my blend shapes. When I go down to the lips, I'm going to take the vertices out almost all the way back through the cheek. And now I will be able to do things like, ooh, too far, wow. Let's get this pulled up and maybe scaled in a little bit. And again, up. Don't want to do that much. Rotate and a little scaling motion. And that's going to give me a little bit of a smile. You want your smile to go all the way back into the cheek. You might even want to pull it up into the nose. So maybe I will take some of these vertices and just scale them together a little bit too, just so I can get a really good pinch there. I'm probably not doing enough motion through here, but that's going to give me an LF, let's call it just a smile, will be really unscientific here. And I'll just take these and we'll pull them down to create a frown, and I'm going to keep, let's not do this. I'm going to keep scaling here. But we want to be sure we've got a good downturn to the mouth so that we can make unhappy things happen too. And to be truly accurate, you would also go through and do a little pout. So if that's a good frown, let's do LF frown. You'd probably do another one where you take all of these and maybe go in a little bit here, in a little bit here. Let's just do a little scale in. I'm not going to go all the way out as far because this one I want to scale the lips together and pull them in. Let's do a little rotate, pull them up and in, and then I'm going to take the cheek, right, the cheek here, and I'm actually going to scale that up and start to inflate it. You can see that's really affecting my mouth bag. But let's pull that out like this, and now I'm going to get like a little kind of a duck face thing going on. So let's do LF, and let's call it a pout. So to be technically accurate, you would also go through and you would do your phonemes. So you would get pictures of the mouth shapes that we make for various sounds and attempt to imitate them here. But we're not going to go that far. For you, I'd like to see the left, right, and center of all of these, just so that you know that you've got them. And when you're done, you will have all of your blend shapes, and you'll be able to make expressions and move your mouth around, move your eyes around, and just pose your whole face. So you go ahead and do that, and I will join you when I'm done, because I don't want you to get bored watching me duplicate things.